Yo, fellas.
How's it going, guys? Welcome back. Episode
Hello,
8
everybody.
of Blitz and Bricks. Ashton, you there?
Yeah, just getting set up.
All right. Sweet. All right. Well, welcome back, everybody. We are going to keep it short and sweet and to the point today. Um, so, I guess we got some news we could open up with. Some things are happening in the NFL. Uh, June 1st, I mean, everybody knew A.J. Brown was going to be a Patriot after June 1st. That was said months ago, and it truly did happen. Yesterday, A.J. Brown was traded to the Patriots. The Philadelphia Eagles are receiving the Patriots' 2028 first round pick and 2027 fifth round pick. In bigger news, Cleveland trades superstar edge rusher Miles Garrett. What is he, 3-time Defensive Player of the Year? To the Los Angeles Rams for Jared Verse, a 2027 first, a 2028 second, and a 2029 third round pick. Early in the morning, June 1st, yesterday, three teams engaged in a three-way trade battle, being the Dallas Cowboys, the Philadelphia Eagles, and the Los Angeles Rams, with the Rams emerging victorious and claiming the rights to uh, Miles Garrett for just this one season. They sent a lot for just 1 year left on his contract. One
They'll extend,
expensive year. I
Yeah.
mean, yeah, I'm sure they'll probably get a deal done with him, but I mean, it's a very expensive extension. Where does that leave Puka? He's going to need some money after this year. He was a fifth round pick, so this is his last year on his rookie contract. You're
They
gonna
need
have
all
to
that money for rehab, dude.
You're gonna have to find some big money for Puka, especially after Drake London helps reset the wide receiver market. Just about 20-30 minutes ago, Drake London signs a massive $150 million 4-year extension with the Falcons. That comes out to what do we say, $35 million a year. I mean
Yeah.
that sucks for teams that need to pay their good receivers like the Dallas Cowboys and George Pickens. That really sucks because that is so much more. I remember it being so crazy when we needed to pay CD right after Jefferson got paid that $35 million annual deal that he got. I was like, how are we gonna find the funds to do this now? Now we're gonna see a Pickens deal that's gonna be upwards of 40, in my opinion. I mean, it's gonna be close to it if he has another blowout year this year. If you're throwing money at Drake London like that, I mean, what? I mean, do we think that Drake London is deserving of the top three contract as a wide receiver?
Yeah,
Ashton, I saw you shaking your head.
I do, right? I do, but it's not. He's not going to stay consistently paid as the third best receiver in the league. Like the Falcons are getting a little ahead of the market here. Like Puka is obviously going to get paid more than this when he gets paid. Like you said, like George Pickens, like I really don't think George Pickens is better than Drake London, but I could like the way it's going to work is that
Wow.
George Pickens is going to go to the Dallas and he's going to say, hey, like he got paid this. Just give me any amount more than this because like I had a more productive season than him technically. And there's also like other guys that these teams are just going to pay their top receivers. Like, some guys might get an extension, like maybe like a Nico Collins or anybody like around that tier. Obviously, there's a lot of guys, but I do think Drake London is very deserving of the contract that he got, and I think he's. I don't know. I personally think, man, I think he's closer to being a top five receiver than he is to being outside of the top 10. So I really like the deal for the Falcons.
All right.
I think I can name 10 wide receivers better than fucking Drake London.
All
Do it.
right. Do it, Turbo. Do it.
All right, look,
Do
look,
it
look, look.
right
Give me one.
now.
All right. I'm going with, look, obvious top five. Jettas, Jamar, uh, CD, Puka. Hold up. I'm taking Pickens over him. I'm taking Nico
Nah,
Collins over
I'm not
him.
gonna give you. I'm not giving you George Pickens. And honestly, CeeDee
Um,
Lamb's not even obviously better than.
I'm still going there. Like this is our. I'm taking AJ Brown over him.
Wow.
No, I'm not doing that.
Absolutely not.
I'm taking. Let me see. Uh, trying to think of teams right now.
Hasn't even named
Uh,
last year's leading receiver.
all right. Wait, who am I missing?
I
Oh, I'm
mean,
taking Scary Terry too.
No, that's
that's
ridiculous. That's ridiculous.
hasn't even named Amon Ra, JSN. There's other
oh,
great
St. Brown.
receivers.
St. Brown. I'm taking
All
St.
right,
Brown.
all
I'm taking
right.
Devontae Adams.
No,
What?
no,
Taking so
no.
many people.
This is terrible. What are you doing?
Yeah, I just named like 11 receivers right there. By the way.
Turbo, have you ever watched Drake London play football?
Did he
Yeah.
even say JSN once?
Yeah, that's
Oh,
what I'm
JSN. Holy
baffled
fuck.
by.
Yep. There's
Jason
12
leads the
receivers
league.
now.
Jason almost has a 2,000-yard receiving season last year, and he hasn't been named once. That's
All right,
11
Turbo, you're getting the
receivers
fart
have
noise
named
again.
him. Yeah, sheesh, buddy. That was
Oh,
something.
man.
What a way to start. What a way to start.
I just named 12
Buddy
receivers
is-
better than him, though, by the way. It's
Buddy
12.
is high. Also,
Yeah,
another
two
contract.
of those receivers were Terry McLaurin and Devontae Adams.
Yeah.
40-year-old Devontae Adams.
Ashton, I saw you shaking your head earlier when we brought up the Drake London contract. What do you think of it?
Whenever there's a ridiculous amount of money being paid to someone and it's like something new, I just always shake my head because I mean it's inevitable. Contracts are always going to get bigger as time goes on, and it's just one of those things. Like the next cycle has started early.
Yeah, we're gonna see.
We've seen it
We're
with
gonna
Drake
see.
London now, and Devon Achen, or however you say it, A-Chain.
Yeah.
It's just these ETN. These people just getting paid a ridiculous amount of money, and it's justifiable to the organization. So I mean, I don't mind it for who it is. I was shaking my head at the overarching theme of these players getting paid a ridiculous amount of money.
We are going to see the salary cap raise. I think this offseason, what did I say? It's a couple weeks ago. I had it pulled up. Well, it's like 26 million this offseason, something around there. 22 to 26 million. That's a range that we'll give. And then I think next offseason they're looking at over 30 million. I mean, that's almost a year off one of the deals that we're gonna, or one of the seasons that we're gonna have to pay for this long term deal for this Pickens extension. So I mean, I think with the way that the cap is gonna increase each year, it's gonna be fine. It's like you said, it's how it works. It's how it happens. Contracts are inevitable. They're gonna get bigger every year. Drake London being the third highest paid wide receiver in the league is not what I was expecting to say today. But I mean, yeah, I agree. I think it is inevitable, as you say, Ashton.
They're smart though. They're getting ahead of the curve, because like the Cowboys are gonna wait too long, and then eventually they might even be out of Pickens' price tag, or it's just they're gonna pay Pickens over 40 million a year, and we're gonna say, well, he's a really good player, but like you're kind of capping yourself, not giving yourself a chance to really build a roster by paying these receivers and your quarterback like $1 billion. So I don't know.
And personally, for me, if I was in Drake London's shoes and I looked at the quarterback room and I saw that Tua or Penix were going to be throwing me the ball, I would be demanding a lot of money too.
Yeah.
I need that financial security.
I don't know,
That's
man.
very true.
Tia's slicing and dicing at OTAs from all these clips that I'm seeing. I don't think it's gonna be the same thing whenever they're fully padded and he's getting hit by grown men in full 100% contact. But I mean, we'll see. Another contract today. Nick Herbig with the Steelers has agreed to a 4-year, $100 million deal, including $42 million guaranteed. So, we're approaching NFL dead period. There's not going to be a ton of news coming around. We're going to try to give you what we can, but a lot of it's just going to be trades and contract extensions right now, and then what we're able to see from things going on out at OTAs and summer camps. Other NFL news: Packers running back Josh Jacobs. He is back with the team and did practice today. Head coach Matt LaFleur says, "Business as usual." And I think this is. I didn't see a lot of the updates after everything that happened. All I remember is just the news breaking last Tuesday, and I saw the mugshot, if anybody else has seen the mugshot, the giant scar across his forehead, like this man looks like he was trying to kill somebody. So I don't know. I don't know how innocent he is. I don't know the details or anything. I'm sure we could probably get that pulled up. Maybe talk more clearly on it. But I just think that that's crazy. Business as usual is such a crazy statement after such a wild scenario.
It's just business as usual, bro.
It really is. It really
Yeah.
is just business as usual, isn't it?
That's how it goes, I guess.
Yeah, well, I guess so. Yeah, that's about it from the NFL. Unless anybody else has anything they want to throw in, then we can get to talking about the NBA.
Oh yeah.
I'd like to circle back to the Myles Garrett trade. I think that's a very horrible decision by Cleveland. I don't agree with it at all. I think it was stupid. I think it was just downright terrible. I mean, you're trading away what I like to call like an anchor of the defense, someone who's been there, played at the highest level that you can, for a young team that you're trying to build. You really need an anchor like that on defense to just kind of lead that defense. And you're not even really getting compensated all that well in return. I mean, you get Jared Verse, but I don't think Verse is half the player Myles Garrett is. You're getting a first round 2027 pick, and who knows what that pick's probably going to be anywhere from pick 29 to 32. Like, I think the Rams are pretty much a lock for the NFC Championship. Saying lock loosely, but they are a heavy favorite for at least making it to the NFC Championship. So you're not getting a fantastic draft pick out of that trade. And then you get the compensatory pick, which I don't know. I think Myles Garrett is probably the best defensive player, or not defensive player, the best edge of all time. And I don't see any way that you get rid of him for a price like that.
Yeah, actually, I kind of agree. Like, maybe not in the sense, like, I kind of understand, like, at the point, like, why you would trade Myles Garrett. Like, maybe they could have done it a little earlier, but I mean, I just feel like with the Browns, like, obviously the Browns they're the Browns. Like, they're always going to be rebuilding. Like, you gave it your best. Like, you had Baker, you had Odell, you had Myles Garrett. You didn't win anything with them, but, Myles Garrett's like the last guy there, and he's still, obviously, for me, I think he's probably like the second best defensive player I've ever seen behind Aaron Donald. He's not even very far behind. But I think the real reason, like, the trade is so bad is just the compensation. Like, I guess it kind of depends what you think about Jared Verse.
I thought they got 2 first-round picks out of it. I thought that would be seemingly a lot more. That it just sounds like it's
I think
more
it
in
did.
the right direction.
I think it did come out to their 2028 first as well.
No,
Um,
2028 second, not even in 2028 first.
Oh, it's a second.
Second, and
Yeah.
then 29 third. Like, it's just they're getting a lot of picks to like build like a depth on their team, but I mean, for a team that's going to need to draft quarterback in the future, I wish they would have got like more first round picks, get as much ammo as possible to maybe trade up for a QB.
Tonight.
When do the Browns never not need to draft a quarterback?
Bad boy, Stu, you are
Good
a
point.
bad
I mean,
boy.
next year will be the year, I'm assuming. Like, they've kind of built like a decent infrastructure. Like,
I don't
at
know,
least on
dude.
offense.
Have you seen these Deshaun OTA clips? I'm just gonna be talking about all these bum quarterbacks at OTAs. Deshaun is slicing and dicing too, man. 6 touchdowns at their scrimmage last week. Was that last week or I don't even know. It's Tuesday, so that probably was last week. But
We also got to think though he is going against the Browns.
yeah, that's true. The Browns. Miles
But
Garrett
yeah,
was still there.
I'm happy for Miles though because it's good for him that he's
Yeah.
actually going to be able to be
That's-
on a Super Bowl contender.
That's huge.
Because
yeah,
Miles
that's huge for
Garrett
his legacy,
on the
too.
Browns was basically the picture of that Bugatti in a trailer
Bugatti
park.
Bugatti. In a
Like he
trailer
was
park.
without
I
a
love
doubt
memes
the
now.
best thing on that team by far.
I love all the
Like
memes
he was
now.
the only thing of value worth a damn on the Browns, and now he's like finally going to be on a Super Bowl contending team. So I mean, the Rams are looking at next year right now after the trade. They're like going to be the Super Bowl favorite just because they have the best defensive player in football. They have a
Reigning
MVP quarterback,
MVP on offense.
rating
yeah.
MVP. They have like a lot of weapons on offense.
And you also got to think about Seattle. Seattle's had a lot of departures since this
Mhm.
Super Bowl team.
Yeah,
That just
losing
won.
Kenneth Walker to the
lost Kenneth
Chiefs.
Walker. They've also lost. They have a lot of holes in their defense.
I trust Mike McDonald to get the best out of his players.
Yeah, Mike
regardless.
McDonald is one of the best coaches in the league.
I think that's a phenomenal.
But I think the
coach
talent
to have
gap
since
is
they
too
moved on.
severe. Like I do think Seattle is they're definitely a tier behind LA at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Their matchups next year will be really fun, but I do think the Rams have now become with the Garrett addition, they're the clear and better team, at least on paper.
They also picked up
They made out like bandits, dude. I'm not even gonna lie.
The Los Angeles Rams have the reigning MVP at quarterback, and they just traded for the greatest player on defense in the league, and their interdivision rivals, the Arizona Cardinals, are in a contract dispute with Jacoby Brissett right now. You're gonna have to look at starting Carson Beck. I think that is just hilarious, bro. Like that is the worst, the best, and the worst teams in the league are in the same division.
Do we think
they also picked up Trent McDuffie in the offseason too?
Yeah, they get the Trent McDuffie trade for a lousy pick that was going to be basically useless for them. That was the end of the, what was that, pick 30 that they sent to, or 29. They sent 29 to the Chiefs for McDuffie.
Do we think Aaron Donald's did y'all see the speculation of him saying ready?
I think that's hilarious. I think that'd be the most terrifying thing for any quarterback, especially Carson Beck. What a welcome to the NFL for Carson Beck that would be if he ends up starting this year. He has to face Aaron Donald and Myles Garrett twice a year. Sheesh.
I think the Rams would set the record for most shit pants forced of all time.
Yeah, probably. I really like the rumors that Aaron Donald would come out of retirement, but I don't think that that's actually going to happen.
How long has he been out of the league now?
Probably 3 years, 4 years,
maybe. Yeah,
3 years.
Retired like 23, so it's like 24.
He could do the Phillip Rivers method.
I mean, he says that he's been staying in shape and still been working out like he's playing professionally this whole time. So I mean,
if the Rams were smart,
I totally
would make Aaron Donald the strength coach.
I would absolutely believe that Aaron Donald has been continuing his professional training regimen through his his retirement. Aaron Donald's the kind of guy to actually do that. Whether we believe that, but yeah, I think that. Anybody else have anything they want to say about the NFL, or do y'all want to get started talking about the NBA Finals tipping off tomorrow night?
I just got basketball now, honestly.
Yeah. Well, we got a 1999 rematch this year in the NBA Finals, Knicks Spurs. This will be a great. I mean, we've all agreed this is the best that we could have possibly gotten. There's nothing better than this. I mean, if the Thunder were in it, I don't even think half of us would be watching. I mean, we would be watching because we have to talk about it, but this is a blessing. I'm not even a Spurs fan. I know you are, Jake. Hunter, are you a Spurs or a Mavs fan? You're literally weighing up. I'm just so not observant right now.
God, buddy, you're so hot.
Yeah, right. I'm pulling a real.
Yeah, give him a fart, bro. Give him a fart.
Yeah, all right.
Turbo, you already got 4 earlier. Man, keep quiet.
Milton said he'd watch just to hate on Chet. I agree. I would too, probably. I hate that guy. He's so ass.
That fake teammate.
Me and Chet combined for 4 points in Game 7.
Yeah, right. But yeah, NBA Finals. Let's talk about it, guys. What are y'all excited to see?
Wemby.
I want to see how the Knicks are gonna defend Wemby. I mean, I think for the Spurs' sake, though, if Wemby's not gonna be able to be in that paint, not as much as he wants, just because Karl-Anthony Towns got a burner, he's gonna spread the floor and require Wemby to be stepping out and defending his threes. But I mean, it's really just gonna come down how they guard Brunson. I mean, are they gonna just double him, or are they just gonna hedge him?
Bro, Steph Castle is gonna have Brunson on locks, bro. I'm not even gonna lie.
I ain't gonna lie to you, but he dropped 61 on him.
What was this? I didn't even know that. I'm sorry, dude.
Yeah,
That was regular season though. We don't count that, you know.
this is a career high for him, buddy.
Wow. That's
We're
crazy.
getting a rematch of the in-season tournament championship.
Yeah. Wow. That's
Literally,
I didn't even realize
Yeah.
that. That's awesome.
NBA Cup. Also, another
NBA
like
Cup.
basketball news. Did y'all see Steph Curry signed a 10-year shoe contract
I
with
did not see that.
some with
It
the
was a Chinese company.
Yeah, the Lee Ning.
Okay.
I don't know how to say it, but it's over $400 million though.
Li
So
Niang, I'm pretty sure. I think that's what it is.
but yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, sheesh, 400 million. How did they even get that money?
He's Steph Curry, bro. He's got a $400 million
No,
shoe.
how did the Chinese company get that much money?
Oh man. I don't know, probably I don't know. We probably shouldn't go there. But nah, I mean, shout out to Steph Curry, bro. He's the greatest point guard of all time. You know, he's better than Magic Johnson, and he has protected sex. So shout out to Steph, bro. Shout out to Steph.
Protected sex.
I think Steph just
He's
hates
one.
Nike at this point.
Yeah,
It's gonna be
literally.
Nico Harrison, I'm pretty sure.
Oh God, yeah. Don't even get me started on Nico. We would be here for 2 or 3 hours.
Yeah, literally. I was just about to say no wonder he hates Nike.
So,
Fucking Nico. Wow, that's crazy.
Okay, I think the Spurs. I don't think they sweep, but you know, I don't think it. I don't think it goes more than
no.
like 6 games, bro. I'm gonna be honest.
I think y'all are crazy to think that the Knicks don't win this NBA Finals. By the way,
You're taking the Knicks?
I'm taking the
I
Knicks,
don't know
bro.
about that one, man.
They're
Would
hot,
love to
dude.
see the
Oh,
Spurs.
that?
Would love to see the Spurs win for sure. Would love to see Wemby win in his third year. I love the Spurs. They beat OKC. Who doesn't love the Spurs? You know. I just think that Knicks team, bro. I'm telling y'all, y'all gonna see game one, bro. They gonna come out open.
I think I was way too ahead of myself last week when I said that the Spurs don't lose another game this postseason. I actually think that we might. I think we can get 7 games out of this series. I think it's gonna be.
That's what I think y'all are like.
I think
Y'all
it's
are very
gonna be.
underestimating how good
I agree
Jalen
that
Brunson
these Knicks are
and his
going
supporting
to put
cast
up.
is.
They're going to put up a fucking fight, and they've got all of New York backing them up. And I think this is going to be a great finals. But I mean,
Great.
I think it's the Spurs at the end of the day. I don't know. It just depends on
I
how
think
you
win
the
or
same
lose,
question earlier. It's how do you defend against Wemby once you figure that out. I mean, what else is there to go from there?
but it's what I'm saying. If you can take away the Spurs' best thing, which is Wemby, out of the paint, force him to just stay on Karl Anthony Towns. I'm telling y'all, Jalen Brunson gonna work.
Hey,
Stephon
Turbo.
Are you just gonna
Turbo.
magically take away
Yeah,
Wemby?
yeah.
Problem? Like that's just dumb analysis. Like low key, like you'd be like, yeah, bro. Like if he wasn't 7'5", like he just happens to be a 7'5" demigod. Like you're not gonna stop that. Like
Well, no, I'm not saying you're gonna stop that. I'm talking about he's not gonna be able to be in the paint. Is what I'm saying. Like
against
defensively, is what I'm
who?
saying.
Who's gonna keep him out of the paint?
Like he's gonna have to stay out on Carl. He's like Carl will shoot that bitch and will make that bitch.
Yeah, okay. I thought you were talking about on offense.
No, offensively, yeah, it's gonna be hard to stop him. You can't stop him realistically.
Yeah.
7'5" and can do everything. Like you can't stop him. But I'm talking about him defensively though.
Hey,
He's
Carl
gonna have
Anthony
to watch
Towns
it.
for good, bro. Julian Champagny is here. Like that's all I gotta say.
Hey, get seven.
See, they're gonna put Vassell, they're gonna put Champagny out on the wing. Like Cat, you know, if he's pulling it from deep, bro, like, you know, the big bodega. I mean, shit, he can definitely shoot the ball for sure. So he's offensively he provides a lot of problems, but you know, he better not leave the 3-point line is all I gotta say. Their spacing is gonna be bad. Like Brunson,
That's a
he
big
drive.
boy though too.
I mean, yeah, he's just soft. He might be soft, bro. Cat is soft as baby shit, bro. I'm not even gonna lie. He is soft. Like Chet is soft. Cat maybe not as soft, but he's like Chet's like Charmin soft. Like Cat's maybe not there, but he's soft for sure.
Remember who exposed him? Remember your goat? Your goat exposed him, by the way.
I don't remember that, bro. I don't know.
That's
That's the only good thing he ever did. I'm not gonna lie.
Not
As
taking
far
an
as I'm
AC to the
concerned,
finals.
oh sorry.
No, you're good. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, as far as I'm concerned, the Corgi predicted that the Spurs were going to win in 7. So based off how the Western Conference went, and he predicted every game perfectly, I got to go with the Corgi on this one. Give me the Spurs in 7.
Victor lost his cool.
Yeah, I agree. Spurs in 7.
I'm
He lost
gonna
his
be.
cool.
I'm going Knicks in 7. Either way, New York's getting. They're gonna get burnt down, no matter what, win or lose.
I also agree with that statement as well. I think.
I
Yeah.
don't think they're lying about calling the
Spurs
National
win.
Guard. They're gonna need them.
If the Spurs win, I'm going to San Antonio and I'm getting me a churro, and then I'm coming back home.
Not a tour
And
time,
I'm
bro.
taking Charles Barkley with me too. That's the fun part.
Yeah, dude. Barkley's got to go down to San Antonio now and see all those big women he's been talking about.
I know Victor is he's drowning in him right now. So that's what I'm trying to get.
Also, another fun fact in the NBA:
Big dick
Spurs and
Vic.
Thunder most watched conference finals in the last 24 years.
Really?
Game
It should
7,
be,
Game
man. I
7
mean-
averaged 15.9 viewers and peaked with 17.7 million.
I mean, Wemby saved basketball in that game 7, bro.
It's not ridiculous.
I would-
Man. It's really not.
Not crazy to say it now anymore. I ain't gonna lie to y'all.
It's
He
been
might be the
Save
next
basketball.
GOAT.
Say that.
But
He
y'all
might be
are
the
going to
next
be
GOAT.
hating on the Spurs in like 3 years the same way you're hating on the Thunder now, because the Spurs are just going to do too much winning. Y'all are going to be like, fuck, I hate these guys.
Well, I mean,
I think that
The difference is that the Spurs also show emotion when they win too. They
the
actually
Spurs
feel
aren't-
human.
Yeah, the Spurs
Like,
aren't flopping their way to
Shade.
victory.
that's what I'm
Shade.
saying. Yeah,
Yeah.
okay, so it was just bad for basketball. They just weren't playing
I think I
basketball.
saw a
They're just out
graphic
there
that said Shea
flopping,
had
bro.
made more free throws than he had made shots in the postseason this year.
No, I saw a graphic today. Oh my god, it was Curry has made 4,500 something free throws in 17 years that he's been in the league, and Shea has made 3,500 something this year alone. And I'm
That's
just like,
That's
wow.
not, bro. What? You only play 82 games in a season. That's not possible.
I'm telling you, or like up till now, man. Up till now, his career, like
Yeah,
he's
I
made
was
as
gonna say,
3,500.
his
Oh,
full
okay.
career, there's no way.
Yeah. Nah, yeah, I'm. You know me, bro. You know me.
No, yeah, I
Well,
I
understand what you
agree
mean, bro.
with
My
you,
bad.
football fan. Nobody wants to see the OKC flopaholics.
Yep. I think we
I
all
bet
agree
everyone in
with that.
Oklahoma did, bro. Now they have no economy. Now they got to go back home.
Got to go back home to their state that ranks dead last in almost every metric.
Yeah, no, they probably hate life right now. You got to think about them, and they got to
I
still
don't
support
think about
Chet Holmgren.
Oklahomians.
Yeah, I don't think about anyone in Oklahoma ever.
Yeah, me neither.
Okay.
Everybody from Oklahoma watching us is just dropped.
Yeah.
Nobody lives there, bro.
Nobody lives
Actually,
there at
yeah,
all.
Do they even have internet over there?
Yeah, not yet. They haven't got that far yet. OKC's economy is the tollway connecting Kansas to Texas. Yeah, pretty much. I agree. I agree, football fan. I'm agreeing a lot today. I'm very agreeable. Well, I guess is that all we have on the NFL and NBA for today?
That's all I
I
got.
want to briefly go over the new anti-tanking rules that just got implemented.
Yeah. Actually, that's right. I totally forgot. Let's go ahead and pull that up real quick before we move on into tailing turbo.
All right, give me 1 second. Let me get this picture pulled up. But yeah, this right here is the new proposal that the NBA has proposed and implemented about tanking. So yeah, the top 3 worst teams in the league,
So crazy.
they go from 14% to 5.4%. The lottery gets expanded to 16 teams. 4 through 10 get the best odds at the number 1 pick. The 3 worst teams have the same odds as the 11th worst to 14th worst. And then the play-in losers get like 2.7. So it's like a 3-2-1 system. 4 through 10 get 3 balls. 1 through 3, 11 through 14 get 2. and then the play-in losers each get one.
That's
The
terrible.
bottom 3 are guaranteed top 12, but still, when you look at people in the top 12, there's a lot of teams in the top 12 that have better odds than them. So I
Dude,
mean,
I just
I
realized
I
that,
understand.
would
Sorry, go
this
ahead.
create strategical tanking? Like, what if you're like the 10th place team and there's like 5 games left and you're like, well, fuck it. There's no way we finish worse than 4th. But we're like, if we just lose every game, we won't finish better than 10th. Like, what if we just sit everybody? Like, would that be considered like, how can they penalize you for that? You know what I mean?
And then you
Yeah,
should
we're
give
gonna
out
see
more
teams
funds
actively
too.
trying to avoid the play-in.
Yeah, this just seems like such a lazy workaround for. We were talking about this earlier, Hunter. How does this affect the expansion teams when the league expands? I mean, you've been trying to
Yeah,
build this. Silver himself has been pushing this expansion for so long, and what if those teams aren't going to be good from the start? We were talking about this earlier. You're not going to be one of the best teams in the league off the rip. You're going to be one of those bottom 3 teams in the league, and that's going to just screw over your chances of building a program because you're getting the same odds as the 11th through 14th for your pick. I
yeah,
don't
I know.
understand. I don't understand any of this. And then what were the other things that you were reading earlier? You can only have a top 5 pick 3 consecutive years or something.
Yeah, there's no consecutive number 1 overall picks. So if you draft number 1 overall one year, you cannot be the number 1 pick the next year.
That's
And you also can't draft in the top 5 in 3 straight years. You can only draft 2. Third year, you're going to get booted from the top 5. Uh, I do feel like tanking.
That
I mean,
sucks.
I understand if you feel the need to minimize tanking because I mean you can make, but I do feel like a lot of the teams that are towards the bottom are genuinely just that bad.
I think that there
Like
you can
that's
make
kind
the
of my take
case
on it.
you can make the case for a good like 3 or 4 teams right now that are just generationally fucking terrible. But at the same
Yeah,
time, I think a lot of teams in the league this year were just I don't know, I just didn't really enjoy watching basketball this season. Like I just felt like
Yeah,
it was a blowout every single game because one team either wasn't trying because they were fighting for their lottery pick and then the other team is just a superpower.
Dude, I feel like
I
the
also
NBA is kind of like they kind of force these teams into tanking. They're like free agency is dead. Like no players ever hit free agency. The only way these like bottom market teams, say like the Kings, the Jazz, the Wizards. I guess the Wizards are different because they just traded for some players, but like the only way they'll ever be able to acquire like top end talent is by tanking and drafting these guys at the top of the draft and just hoping that, one of them hits and turns your franchise around.
Yeah.
So I get it like
the
in
thing
some
is,
fan bases, but like if you're a fan, like you got to realize like yeah, maybe like 1 or 2 year of being like really bad can reward us with, a really good young core and we can compete sometime down the road.
yeah.
this
Another
also
thing that
came
I'm
out.
thinking of too. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Turbo.
This thing is really a lot also due to just players just sitting out and people like paying tickets to go see players, certain players. Like the
Yeah.
Utah Jazz, that Jazz team is really not that bad. They made a lot of trades and actually have they could have a solid starting 5, but they chose to tank because they wanted to get AJ obviously. But it's just like I think it's more of like the fans that are complaining that they're gonna go watch these players and they're just sitting out for no reason. And I mean, doesn't help that there was a lot of teams just sitting like a lot of players out for no reason.
I mean,
Yeah.
who's really dying to go see Laurie Markkinen play a basketball game? Let's be
Well, I'm
real.
not saying like Lori marketing, but I'm talking about in
Oh,
general, just other
he's just
players.
okay, okay.
Like just
Yeah.
there's just teams like that just sit out their best players just cause, and it's just like then the fans are getting mad because like they're paying to go see these people.
Okay,
Blah blah blah.
that's reasonable. I'll hear you out
Yeah.
there.
One thing that I was thinking is because I'm like, okay, well, maybe like what the NBA is trying to do is that like the bottom 3 teams have the worst rosters in the league. Maybe they're trying to incentivize teams to like build better rosters so that they're not constantly like towards the bottom, which obviously every team wants to be good. No team wants to be absolute dog shit unless they have no other choice and like they actually are tanking. But then I realized I'm like, wait, that's not going to work because if you're like trying to sign free agents to bolster your roster and you're like one of the worst 3 teams in the league, they're not going to sign with you. they're going to be like, hell no. And then they're going to go to an actual good team. So they're going to have to overpay on free agents that are like, maybe like middle of the like guys who are like good but not great. They're going to have to overpay for them, and they're kind of still going to be stuck in limbo where they're not like good enough to be in the playoffs, not bad enough to like be like true contend. Stuff like that. Like it doesn't make much sense to me. And like you can quote me on this. The NBA is the only league that doesn't want to see their worst teams get better. That is genuinely how I feel about this new proposal.
Yeah, I think that's pretty accurate, unfortunately.
Yeah. But I think that I got a little heated there because, I mean, I think I wouldn't be so mad about it if the like bottom three teams still had like better odds. You know, I mean, they don't have to be like crazy better. You know, like maybe not 14%, but like at least like give it better than like 5.4.
I think that
I mean,
lottery
most
should
of the
just
time-
got to go. I think it should just go from worst. The worst get the like first, second, third, blah blah blah. I just think it's just like that. It just make it that much simple. Like I mean, like you don't have like if you're tanking, it's just like you're tanking, then you're actually competing for the last one, and you're guaranteed a spot. Instead of like I don't know. I just think it'd just be way simpler if they just did it like the worst gets the first, then after that second, third, blah 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 blah. In my
I
opinion,
don't think we're ever going to see them do that though
ever,
because
yeah,
of how the
ever
lottery is.
for sure.
I agree.
But yeah, I think we've hit on everything for the NFL and NBA.
Yep, that is the end of already broken news. Let's go ahead and roll on into tailing Turbo today. Turbo, I know that the finals kick or tip off tomorrow, but let's go ahead and talk about your slip for the game.
Yep. First player you're gonna see is De'Aaron Fox. Have him over 9.5 rebounds and assists. I think he's gonna have to control the pace of the game because the Knicks like to run. Knicks like to get on that fast break, hit fast break threes, go to fast break lane. And he's gonna have to slow it down, play the Spurs, how the Spurs play. Karl Anthony Towns is probably my favorite pick for tomorrow. I think he's gonna have to shoot the ball. I mean, you have a 7'5" freak in the paint. Also helps the Knicks out in general, just spacing the floor out, getting Wemby out the paint and stuff like that. And then OG is also going to be really big for the Knicks tomorrow. He's probably going to get the duty of guarding Wemby again. If y'all didn't see how he guarded him in the NBA Cup game, he did a pretty good job. Force him out, try to make him dribble the ball, steal the ball, stuff like that. And then Castle, I'm expecting a big game out of him. I think he's going to have to hoop. Defensively, obviously, he's going to have to carry the load and guarding Jalen Brunson. But I think if Jalen Brunson's guarding Stephon Castle, Jalen Brunson's a fucking cone. So Castle should easily hit 20 plus on Jalen Brunson, especially if the whole scheme of their thing is to try to stop Wemby. Castle should have a pretty good game. And then I'll probably have another slip coming out, but probably not till tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll get that posted on the Instagram. We'll also post this one for everyone who doesn't get to see it while we're live. All right.
Where'd Ashton go?
He's got to run. He said he'll be in and out.
Okay, all right, fair enough.
He's got a little work thing to do right now.
Fair enough. All right. Well, that's the case. Let's go ahead and get into trivia. So
let's do it.
We're gonna have a few extra questions because I mean I had some prepared for Ashton, but he's not here.
Mm-hmm.
So
We could just
give me
throw him
just
out there.
1 second.
We'll
So
throw him
yeah,
at
I'll
Turbo.
just throw it out there.
We'll throw him at Turbo and see if he can.
We'll throw him at Turbo.
Jeez.
Well, all right. So we'll start off with Cam. We'll start off with you, and then we'll go to Jake and Turbo.
Okay.
And well, actually, like, I don't know. We'll decide how the order goes as we are answering the questions. But Cam, I'm gonna go ahead and give you the first one. This is our first ever multiple choice question. Which of the following stadiums hasn't hosted a Super Bowl? Rice University Stadium, Stanford University Stadium, Everbank Stadium in Jacksonville, and the Astrodome.
Well, Rice and Stanford both hosted Super Bowls, yeah? Yeah. So no. That would probably be. Has Jacksonville hosted a Super Bowl?
I can't answer that question, man,
Yeah, well, you
because
can't
I
because
mean
that would
you
be
have to
pretty.
pick it.
Yeah, that's. I think I'm asking myself what you just asked me, just in a way that my
Just looking at
little
chat,
peanut
seeing if
brain
somebody will
can
answer it
answer.
for you.
Yeah, right. Somebody come on.
Blake said, "Guys, looking it up."
Yeah, guys, looking it up. Let's go with the Astrodome. I think
Great guess.
Jacksonville
It actually
has.
is the Astrodome.
All right. All right.
Yeah, Rice, Stanford, and Everbank hosted it. The Astrodome never hosted because its capacity was considered too small for the Super Bowl, roughly around 50,000. And it was also like a baseball use stadium, which
Yeah.
is a big part of the reason why they said no. I still can't believe that Rice actually hosted a Super Bowl, and that was
I
the
think
first ever
that's.
Super Bowl in Texas.
Yeah. I think
Yeah,
that is
and
quite
what
crazy.
fun fact about Rice's current stadium, they actually can't seat anybody on the upper decks because it would be a safety hazard. Because if the stadium is that old. So that picture is like one of the few times you'll ever see that whole thing completely filled.
Super.
Jake, I'm gonna go ahead and give you this one. Who is the most recent NFL quarterback to have thrown 6 interceptions in a single game?
6 interceptions in a single game. Damn. I don't know. I don't know of any quarterbacks being colorblind, but let me think. Can you give me like a hint, like how recent ago was this?
Recent ago.
2016.
2016. 2016. Damn.
Yes, Blake.
I'll probably go with like some gunslingers. Like I don't know. I feel like for some reason like Ben Roethlisberger comes to mind, but I don't think it would be him. Like I feel like we would have known if he threw 6 picks in a game.
Yeah, it'll make sense when you figure out who it is.
Is it?
I feel like I know who it is.
When did Peterman threw like 5 in a game, right?
I want to say that was 2018. I think it was like 2017, 2018. But he threw 5 in the first half, and then they pulled him, so he doesn't qualify here.
Can I take a wild guess?
Is he like a pretty
yeah.
well-known?
I mean, he started for a handful of teams, but well, that might have just given it away. But Turbo, you said that you might have an idea.
Yeah, I want to take a guess.
Steal this from
I'm gonna steal that shit. I'm gonna steal that shit. I'm gonna go with Matt Ryan.
No,
Maybe
not Matt Ryan.
Maybe if it was most fumbles in the game.
Because I'm pretty sure he threw 5 too before.
Oh, it's Ryan Fitzpatrick, right?
Yeah,
magic.
It's Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Bingo.
Fitzmagic. He threw 6 interceptions against the Chiefs back in 2016. He probably put up, like, looking at this might actually be the worst quarterback stat line I've ever seen. Less than 50% completion percentage, no touchdowns, not even 200 passing yards. And that one game accounted for 35% of all of his interceptions during 2016. In the words of Martin Scorsese on that picture there, absolute ass. One of the worst performances I've ever seen from a quarterback. But actually, Cam, we'll go to you for this next one. And it is the exact opposite. It is great quarterback performances. Which NFL quarterback has thrown the most games with at least 500 plus passing yards?
Oh, this is gonna have to be a nice gunslinger. Let's start with Tom Brady because he's played the most games. I don't think that's Tom though.
No, it's not Tom Brady.
I didn't think it would be Tom. Well, if it's not Tom, I really don't think it would be Peyton or Drew Brees either.
You're correct in that assumption. It's neither of those guys.
Oh fuck! All right. I'm gonna throw this out here. because I think it's possible that it could have happened in the Tyreek era because I think he might have had a few, but maybe Mahomes.
Not Mahomes.
All right.
I'll give you a hint. This guy only played for one team throughout his entire career, and he's won multiple Super Bowls.
What does his criminal background look like?
Well, he was accused of stuff.
All right, give me Big Ben. Give me Big Ben.
Yeah, it's Big Ben. 4 games with 500 plus passing yards, 3 in the regular season, 1 in the playoff. They actually lost that playoff game. That was the playoff game against the Browns. He threw, I think, over 60 times in that one.
Yikes.
But yes, combined stats are just under 70% completion, 15 touchdowns to 4 interceptions, 2,032 total yards across these games, which account for like 508 yards per game. He is more than double. Basically, there's only 3 quarterbacks to have had multiple 500 plus passing yard games, and that's Drew Brees, Tom Brady, Ben Roethlisberger. Brees and Brady each have 2, so he has like the exact same number as them combined. So yeah, he was just throwing nonstop in these games.
Yeah, that's just crazy.
But Turbo, we're gonna go for you for this next one. I want to see if you know it. Which former NFL MVP fought and won in the main event of WrestleMania 11 back in 1995?
Fuck, I would get a football question. Can I get a hint? Is it offense or defense?
He's got the year, bro. That's a pretty big hint.
Yeah,
no, bro, no.
I feel like if I give you the position, it'll give away who it is. But he wasn't an active NFL player at the time.
Wasn't?
He wasn't on an NFL roster when this happened. All right, I'll tell you just because I want to see if you know.
I'm just gonna say Ray Lewis.
All right, it is defense. It is defense. I'll give you that one.
Wow.
Wait, so not Ray Lewis.
1995. 1995.
Oh. I actually don't
Lucky
think
I'm in full
against
screen,
this,
so I can't play the fart noise.
Wow. Here, I'll do it for you, bro. Oh wow.
Thank you, Cam. Thank you, Cam.
1995.
Right.
I'm just gonna go with the one guy that I would know back in the day, I guess. Let's go. Lawrence Taylor.
Yeah, in terms of people who won the MVP on defense, he's probably the only person you could guess from this era. But yeah, it was Lawrence Taylor. He defeated Bam Bam Bigelow in a singles match in the main event. It's the only wrestling match he ever competed in, and this fight actually bumped the WWF Championship match between Diesel and Shawn Michaels down a peg. So these guys got the main event, and I just found out that this existed, and I'm like, that's hilarious. I have to throw it on here. And I also found out that there's like a lot of contention online from wrestlers who really hate this. Which, I mean, honestly, I can't blame them for that, because imagine an NFL player getting the main event of like the biggest pay-per-view of the year, and you're like actually a wrestler, and you like are just like struggling to like get on the card. So I can understand them being mad, but this is a really weird trivia fact.
That's crazy.
Jake, we'll go to you for this next one. This is probably the easiest question on here. The Spurs and Knicks will have a rematch of the 1999 finals. Who is the finals MVP during that initial series?
That would be the big fundamental rookie year Tim Duncan.
It was his second year in the league. He wasn't a rookie, but it is Tim Duncan. He averaged 21.7 points per game, 11.4 rebounds per game, 2.5 blocks per game. Wimby is the same age that Duncan was during that series.
So you're telling me,
yeah,
you're telling me this is just, it's gonna happen.
I mean, the Corgi predicted it in Game 7, so it's probably gonna happen. I mean, I do expect the Spurs to win this series. Turbo, we'll go with you for this next one. If the Knicks win the finals, it'll be their first since 1973. Which NBA team has the longest active championship drought?
Oh, I actually know this.
Fuck. Let me just go. Let me just guess off rip the Nets.
Not the Nets.
Not the Nets. Okay. The Jazz.
Not the Jazz.
The Hornets.
Not the Hornets.
Wow.
This team hasn't won a
Oh.
championship since 1951, which was 75 years ago.
That
Holy
is
fuck.
absolutely insane.
Damn. Trying to think of all the bad teams. The Wizards.
Not the Wizards. If I'm not mistaken, they won one in 71. So, not them.
The Grizzlies.
Not the Grizzlies.
Wow, bro.
Holy
They
fuck.
haven't been that
I will tell you this. This team won a championship in a city that they don't even play for anymore.
Wow.
Can I vote to steal?
Seattle.
All right, Cam, go ahead and steal this one.
Dude, let me just throw the Sacramento Kings out there.
Oh
It is the
my
Sacramento
God, dude.
Kings. Yeah.
Bro.
Again, I said some of the fun facts earlier as hints, but their last title was in 51. 75 years. They moved to Sacramento back in 85. They've moved
No.
3 times ever since they won this championship.
3 moves since they've won a
Well, I mean-
fucking chip, bro. That's crazy. You could literally you could live an entire lifetime and never watch your team win.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
probably
They'll probably
AKA
this
the
is
Cowboys.
the saddest team. This is the
Wow.
saddest team you could possibly root for because the best season you've had since this, the Lakers completely screwed you. In
I thought
what
the
is probably
Warriors beat
arguably
them.
the most rigged. Well, I mean, no, I'm talking about way back in the early 2000s when it was the Kings and the Lakers in the Western Conference Finals, and there was that Game 6 where everybody thinks it was rigged for the Lakers.
Yeah, I know you're talking about.
Yeah, that's the closest they've ever come since. I mean, who knows how that series would have gone if they made it? But yeah, as
Did
it
they have
stands, they
Boogie at the
haven't won
time?
anything since 51. Sorry, what?
Did they have Boogie at the time?
Yeah, they had Boogie at the time.
Yeah, best big man
All
in the
right,
league at his time.
Cam, we'll go with you for the next one. Wemby has a chance to win his first NBA championship at 22 years old, but do you know who the youngest number 1 overall pick to win the NBA Finals was?
What year did LeBron win his first finals? He was 18 when he was drafted. Was
Wait, did you
flag-
not just tell us this?
No, I think that was saying that Wemby is the same age that Tim Duncan was when he won.
Yeah, it's not Wemby or Tim Duncan. This guy
I
was 2
actually could've
years
been a good
younger than
guess.
both of them.
2 years
Oh,
younger.
I probably could have worded that a little bit better, but this guy did
Wemby?
win the finals in his rookie year.
I'm gonna pass this to Turbo since I stole his last one.
All right, Turbo, do you know?
I don't want to
I
say
wasn't
Braun
even
'cause
thinking,
Braun
but
Braun wasn't
youngest
yeah.
number 1 overall picks. You said he was 20 years old, huh?
Yeah, 20 years old and 276 days to be exact.
He was the number
I
1
looked it
overall
up
pick.
online.
Mm,
Jake, do
How
you think
long
you know
ago-
this one?
How long ago did this guy play?
He had probably one of the most famous retirements in NBA history.
One of the most famous?
Shit.
All right.
Just
This
thinking of number
finals
1
was
overall
won during
picks.
79 and 80, if you guys know who won that year.
Oh, Magic
Holy
Johnson.
fuck. No.
Yeah, I had to say something. Magic Johnson, he was 20 years and 276 days old. He won it during his rookie season. He's also the only rookie to have ever won Finals MVP during his rookie season. And yeah, I was just wanting to see if anybody knew that question. Didn't want to
He
stay
said
too
he had a
long on that.
disease. I would have off rip guessed him.
Yeah, literally.
I mean, I did say he had one of the most famous retirements in NBA history.
Yeah. That got me thinking a little bit. If you would have said he has AIDS, I think think that
Okay,
is
all right. Let's
That
move on
was
to the
all
next
first
question.
Could be.
All right, Turbo, you get the last one. How many of the Knicks starting five were
Hey,
drafted by the Knicks?
That's fucking easy, bro.
it's easy, bro. This is 0. Only
They-
person on that team I think
Yeah.
still is the rookies this year and Mitchell Robinson.
Yeah, I was gonna
Yeah,
say I
it's
don't even.
zero.
Other than wow.
I know these
I mean,
guys.
this one was really easy, but seeing Brunson in a Mavericks jersey breaks my heart.
Bridges
God,
did,
I missed that,
Bridges did
bro.
not come from the Sixers.
We really fumbled, bro. Oh, if we
Well,
got
I
the
mean, no,
good
yeah, I
version
said
if we got
Bridges
the
was drafted by the
good,
Sixers, but he was traded to the Suns immediately, and then the
Yeah,
same goes with
gotcha,
Hard. He was
gotcha.
drafted by the Jazz, traded to the Lakers, and
Yeah.
yeah, none of the starting five on the Knicks started their career there.
if the
So
This is
Mavericks,
how you build a team, by the way.
if the Mavericks would
Yeah.
have got the good version of KP, bro. Oh, Luca, Brunson, and KP all on the same team. That was.
Brunson was always gonna leave, though, bro.
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude. That was a given from the start. That's it.
Well,
for
he was only
trivia.
gonna go wherever his pops was, bro.
Yep. Yep. Well, that's it for
Okay.
trivia. Also, Cuban said that he wasn't gonna pay him what he was worth too. Cuban kind of rushed him out, but he took a massive fucking pay cut. What, 2 years ago? Was it 2 or 3 years ago that he took that $115 million pay cut so they could build this super team that they've put
And
together?
it worked.
It's worked. Well, they got there. They've got to where they need to be. Can they get it done?
That's
I
all
think
that matters. Though. They made it there.
I agree with you, Turbo. I think this is gonna be.
It's gonna be a great
I
matchup.
think this is gonna be a
honestly.
great series. I'm very excited to watch. I've been looking forward to this for a while. I'm just so happy it's not the Thunder.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's it for trivia. What do we got left, Hunter?
Do we want to get into some debate topics?
Yeah, let's
All right. So I think the past few times we've done 2 minutes. I think this time I want to keep it a little bit shorter. I think we'll go 1 minute and 30 seconds, if you guys are okay with that.
That's perfect.
Cool. Sounds good. But again, we know how this works, but for anybody joining online that maybe this is their first time watching or they haven't seen us do the debate topics, I'm going to give a topic to somebody in this group. They're going to have 1 minute and 30 seconds to go over it. Once they hit the 1 minute mark, I'm going to hit the Taco Bell ding. Just so that they know that they have 30 seconds left to make their argument. The moment they're done, just so that we have a very concise schedule here. But let's go ahead and get into it. I'm going to go ahead and start with Jake on this one. You're going to be given the first question. Do you think that the Thunder or the Spurs will win more championships over the next decade? Starting now.
Well, all bias aside, it's got to be the Spurs. I mean, they have literally like a player whose floor is a top 10 player of all time. Like, that's crazy to say, but that's literally Wemby's floor. And then you have Dylan Harper, Stephon Castle. You know, when they're fully developed, they're probably going to be, you know, if not the best, one of the best guard duos in the league. You already have your young core locked down. Your young core is locked down, and they're already in the finals. They're still so far away from their ceiling. I think the Thunder are a little bit closer to their ceiling. You have a lot more question marks with Chet Holmgren. SGA, he's going to be, I don't know, over the next 10 years, he won't hit his prime the same way Wemby will. He's about 5-6 years older. Jalen Williams also is, you know, struggled with injuries this year. And these guys are going to have to get paid. They might have to make some financial decisions. I'm not going to have to worry about like the Spurs will. And I just think the Spurs, they have more top end talent, obviously with Wembanyama compared to SGA. And I think that their core is just going to age better over the next 10 years than the Thunder's will, because the Thunder's guys will be, you know, late 30s, mid 30s, while the Spurs guys will be like right at the end of their prime. So they're going to hit their prime and they're going to win more championships than the Thunder will for sure.
All right. Yeah, I mean, I would have to give the edge to the Spurs here. I think that they're very set. Wemby's going to be the best player in the league for the next. I would say he's over the next decade. Wemby is going to be the most valuable player of the league. Like any team would be, like it. Wemby would be the player that every team would want if they could get him. Like out of everybody else. So I do think that based off like coaching, based off how their roster is built, I do think it'll be the Spurs, especially since they've proven that they can beat the Thunder. And it's also a thing too where each year somebody wins a championship and it's like, oh, who's going to beat these guys going forward? And then they never get back there. But the Spurs, I think, like the Spurs and the Thunder do have the best chance to be those teams, and I would give the edge to the Spurs. But all right,
I agree.
I guess we can go ahead and get into the next question. Turbo, I'm gonna go ahead and give you this one.
Yo.
And again, like this is kind of like banking off of like what we were talking about with Jake. But outside of the Spurs and the Thunder, which team in the West do you think has the best chance to compete against them? Starting now.
Thinking the West, you just got to go off rip. I mean, you got the Lakers, we got Luca, got Nuggets. Maybe, like I remember us talking about this earlier. You were thinking about Ant-Man and the Timberwolves. It really just comes down to who's going to be deeper. Because, like we know, Spurs are pretty deep. They got like 7 to 8 guys that can play a lot of minutes any given night. And those other teams don't. Those other teams, they have that. There's maybe 1 or 2, maybe 3 guys, and then it's just straight decline after that. It's a lot of questions between those 3 teams, but I would like to say any of those 3 teams. I think the West also, I mean, the East has some good like matchup wises. Like the Celtics could have stayed healthy, the Sixers could have stayed healthy. It's just a lot of questions on that side as well. I mean, but I think I would say either, in my opinion, the Nuggets or the Lakers.
Okay. Didn't even have to give you the warning on that one. But my hot take is that it would actually be the Timberwolves. Because to me personally, I feel like every time you see the Timberwolves in the playoffs, they're like a team that you actually have to play your best against. Because Anthony Edwards is at his best. I mean, I don't think they're going to win a championship anytime soon, but they're the team that I think of the kind of like just like the team that can cause chaos if something goes their way during a series. Like
Yeah,
I don't think they're going to like overtake or like dominate against the Spurs or the Thunder by any means. I just think that they're the best team that can fuck shit up, basically.
yeah. I get like
Yeah.
like that's the team that can make some shit shake. If what I'm like hearing what you're saying, because like I mean, yeah, like you said, Ant-Man. I would like to say give him top 10, probably not top 5 yet, but top 10 in the league for sure.
Yeah, because I mean, you got to think
Closer to
we're only a
5.
few years away from the Timberwolves being in the Western Conference Finals. They lost to the Mavericks. That was the last time I was happy as a Mavericks fan. But
Thunder
yeah,
too.
Yeah, we
Well, he
eliminated
said
the Thunder.
besides. He said
We did
besides the
eliminate.
Thunder and
Oh,
Spurs.
yeah.
but yeah, they were
Besides
in
the
the
Thunder and the
conference
Spurs,
finals last year.
basically, who like you think the third best team in the West would be? I mean, it could also be the Lakers too, depending on how they build around Luca, because LeBron's only got like maybe 1 year left in him if he does choose to come back, which I think he's
LeBron is
going to.
not a Laker next year. There's just no
I
way
think
that
he is.
happens.
I think he's
Yeah.
gonna take a pay cut. I think he's just
Bro,
gonna.
it's gonna be the Jazz.
It's whoever's gonna
It's gonna
pay
be
the most. Whoever will pay the
All
most.
right,
Shit,
I think
whoever's gonna
I
get
think
there.
that's our sign to get into the next question. We're talking about the Jazz competing. I know you're joking, but
Okay.
all right. Cam,
Moving
I'll go ahead and
on.
give you this last question. I know you're gonna really love this one. Do you think New York will suffer more property damage if they win or lose the finals? Starting now.
Oh, buddy.
Fuck.
It doesn't fucking matter. It doesn't matter at all. They are fucked. New York is fucked. Send in the National Guard. Send in the Army Reserves, the Marine Reserves. Send everyone that you have because there's not enough. There's not enough cops. There's too many people in New York, bro. If they lose, if they get swept, even if it's a good hearty 7-game series, that city is going to burn. But if they win, the exact same thing is gonna happen. How are they gonna handle it? When was the last time the Knicks won the finals? Was it 1973?
Yeah,
Dude.
73.
That's pre 9/11, man. The city has not seen anything like that in forever, and it's gonna burn. It's gonna be smoke in the cities all over again. I think that either way, it's New York is just screwed, and that's all I've got. I don't have anything in depth here. It's just either way, they're so fucked, buddy. Them
Yeah,
making it
that
to
question was just a
them
goof, but I mean,
making it to the finals alone was enough to sign the death
yeah.
warrant for New York.
It'll
think
definitely
if-
be if they win because the Knicks are used to losing. If they actually win something, they're gonna lose their minds.
I think
It'll be like Philly.
It might be like an atomic. Yeah, like it's literally cars
Yeah.
flipped over, rioting in the streets, an atomic bomb. I talked about it last Tuesday after they completed the sweep. There were police lined up. I saw a side by side pic. The New York, the NYPD. It was them lined up outside of the Garden, and then a side by side of the Gotham PD lining up to fight Bane. And it literally looks like the same fucking picture. Like they're going to war against Bane, a power that they cannot compete against, and that is the people of New York. I think that New York is going to burn.
God forbid they win in 7 games. That whole city would
I-
lose their minds.
I think they're gonna win, and they're gonna tear down that Statue of fucking Liberty. I think that's
They're gonna throw it in the
fucking
Hudson. It'll be like
That's-
whenever they tear down a goalpost at a football game. They
Yep.
storm the island, throw it in the river.
Wow, that would be absolutely.
We got to stop
Nuts.
before we start giving them ideas.
Yeah, I think we should. I think we should wrap
All
it
right,
up
cool.
there.
Yeah. Do we have any questions from chat?
I don't know. Anybody in the chat want to say anything real quick before we wrap it up into garbage time? Speak now or forever hold your peace. Well, I guess no chat questions today. I guess we'll get a quick recap. Since last week, we've seen some trades, some contract extensions. The Spurs completed what I said and won their way into the finals. I was correct on that point. Turbo falls to 1-6 now on tailing Turbo, so let's hope that we hit
That last game, thick
that
though,
last
bro.
one was
Oh
that was
my God.
heartbreaking, bro. That was so fucking. That was crushing.
I'm telling y'all, if he doesn't get in foul trouble, that's an easy cash,
That-
bro.
that
I,
should
I
have
don't.
been.
I don't care about what they say about you, bro. I'm still telling you. Okay.
Thank you, bro. Thank you.
Thanks,
You're gonna be that one guy that hits every time that I hit, you know?
Shit, it's fucking better at this rate. Fuck.
I like your picks for tomorrow, so let's hope that we bump up to 2-6 on tailing Turbo. Otherwise, we're gonna have to start betting unders on WNBA
Fuck.
to figure something out. All right, fellas. Well, that's it for today. Thank you guys for watching. Thank y'all for being here. Thank you guys for talking, fellas. We will be back next Tuesday with episode 9 of Blitz and Bricks. We've made it 8 weeks, guys. Thank y'all for being a part of this ride. Really appreciate it. That
Thank
being
you, guys.
said, yeah, thank y'all.
Thank you, everybody. Be sure to tune in Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Central.
Yes, Tuesdays, 6 p.m. Central. Like, comment, subscribe, and also like and comment, follow, subscribe.
Share with your friends, with your family.
Yes, and follow, and yeah, and like, and comment, and subscribe. We'll see you guys next week.
All right. Thank you for tuning in, everybody. We appreciate it.
Later.